Accountability is the admission and ownership of error and the willingness to make it right. Taking accountability means accepting responsibilities for one's actions, decisions, and the consequences that follow. A civil servant must take accountability for their work or actions because they are responsible for carrying out policies and programs that affect the lives of citizens. We will talk about this further. First, let me take you through the concept of Mission Karmayogi. Mission Karmayogi is a national program for civil services capacity building aimed to reform Indian bureaucracy. The goal, which our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi has in mind, was started with the intention of building a highly effective civil service that will do more to further the growth of the nation. Under the direction of the Honorable Union Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Department of Personnel and Training, the institutional framework for the mission was structured. There are 20 million bureaucrats in India, touching the lives of millions of people. They are the part of the policy making as well as their execution. They are the backbone of our country. A lot of expectations of the nation are attached with the performance of these officials, who come from different background, environment, capabilities, and discharge diversified duties assigned to them. Mission Karmayogi, on the other hand, has been designed to change the HR management system for government employees from rule-based to role-based, while creating the necessary expertise. Additionally, as a result of this, government officials now have access to competency-based human resource and governance. Competencies have been defined in many ways. However, the most practical and an easy way to understand is that competencies are those underlying characteristics of an employee which can result in effective and superior performance in a job or a role. Mission Karmayogi's new competency-based governance model gives central training institute like ours the chance to create competency-based training for the civil servants. There are 30 competencies that have been divided into 5 categories. They are ethos, ethics, equity, efficiency, and productivity. Each competency has a definition and its proficiency level. Additionally, there are behavioral indicators for each proficiency level that are objective, measurable, and necessary for a variety of jobs in the ministries and departments. The main goals of the CBTs are to strengthen each officer's functional competence and to awaken their inner power and abilities. Under the second competency, ethics, today we will talk about taking accountability. Accountability is essential for ensuring that civil servants act in the public interest and are transparent in their decision making and actions. It also promotes a culture of learning and improvement, as civil servants who take responsibility for their mistakes and failures can identify areas for improvement and implement changes to prevent similar situations in the future. Additionally, taking accountability demonstrates professionalism and ethical behavior, which are crucial for upholding the integrity of the civil service and building public trust. Suppose a civil servant is responsible for managing a government program that provides financial assistance to low-income families. If the civil servant fails to properly allocate funds or make decisions that are not in the best interest of the program's beneficiaries, the program may fail to achieve its intended goal. The civil servant would then be held accountable for their actions and decisions and may face legal or professional consequences. On the other hand, if the civil servants take accountability seriously and make decisions that are transparent and are in public interest, the program is more likely to be successful. For example, if the government officials conduct regular evaluations of the program's effectiveness, make changes based on feedback, and is open to public scrutiny, the program may be more effective in achieving its intended goals. In this case, the officials' accountability would lead to better outcomes for the program's beneficiaries and for society as a whole. Undoubtedly, accountability is essential. Let's have a look at why it is important. Civil servants taking accountability for their actions and decisions help build public trust and confidence in government institutions. Their accountability promotes transparency in decision making and actions, which is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the civil service and preventing corruption. Civil servants who take accountability for their mistakes and failures can learn from them and make improvements to prevent similar situations. This can lead to a better outcome and more effective policy implementation. Holding oneself accountable for one's actions and decisions demonstrate professionalism and a commitment to ethical behavior, which is important for upholding the integrity and reputation of the service. Civil servants are often bound by legal and ethical obligation to act in the interest of public, to be accountable for their action. Failing to meet such obligation can result in legal and professional consequences. For instance, the All India Services Conduct Rules 1968 set out the obligation of Indian civil servants to maintain integrity, impartiality, and accountability in their work. Rule 3 of this rules requires civil servants to maintain absolute integrity and devotion to duty. Likewise, the Right to Information Act 2005 gives Indian citizens the right to access information held by public authorities. Civil servants are required to respond to requests for information in timely and accurate manner and be accountable for the decisions they make about what information can be released. The Central Civil Services Conduct Rules 1964 lay down the guidelines for ethical behavior and accountability of Indian civil servants. Rule 3 of these rules require civil servants to maintain absolute integrity and devotion to duty, and to do nothing which is unbecoming of a civil servant. And then the Whistleblower Protection Act 2014 protects whistleblowers who report corruption and wrongdoing within government agencies. Civil servants are required to act on reports of wrongdoing, investigate them thoroughly, and be accountable for the actions taken in response. No wonder accountability is considered a serious virtue and a must in a civil service, as it ensures that government institutions are functioning effectively, efficiently, and in the public interest. It also helps to build public trust and confidence in government institutions, which is essential for maintaining a healthy democracy. The content is curated with the help of the paper submitted by Air Commodore Kailas Gurao under the guidance of IIPA faculty Professor Charu Malhotra. Commodore Gurao was the participant of the 47th Advanced Professional Program in Public Administration at IIPA. Thank you for watching.